What's up, Flickpop Nation? Get ready, because we're kicking things off with a bang today. First up, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have just landed in the UK for a monumental second state visit. This isn't just any trip. It's packed with royal engagements, high-stakes meetings, and yes, even some anticipated protests. We're talking about a full itinerary that includes a carriage procession with King Charles III and Queen Camilla, a private moment at St. George's Chapel, and a grand state banquet. Plus, expect a significant delegation of corporate leaders like NVIDIA's Jensen Huang and OpenAI's Sam Altman to join the discussions on crucial tech and energy partnerships. You won't want to miss the details on this diplomatic powerhouse event. But the drama doesn't stop there. We're peeling back the curtain on the sometimes complicated family dynamics within the Trump circle. It turns out, First Lady Melania Trump might be a little relieved that her stepdaughter, Ivanka Trump, isn't joining them on this particular UK state visit. Sources are spilling the tea, revealing that Melania privately refers to Ivanka as a thorn in her side and is actually looking forward to having the spotlight all to herself. We're diving into the history of their strained relationship and what this absence might mean for the public image of the Trump family. Now, let's get back to the official business of President Donald Trump's visit to the UK. We've got the inside scoop on the meetings with both King Charles III and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Reports are flying about potential multi-billion-dollar deals in energy and technology, including a significant push for nuclear power collaboration. But it's not all handshakes and banquets. Demonstrations are already being planned in Windsor and London, with activists raising concerns about racism and Trump's past associations. We'll break down the political tightrope walk of this high-profile state visit. And finally, we're addressing a recent development that's making waves online. First Lady Melania Trump herself has shared a statement regarding a removed article from the Daily Beast that touched on her past connections. The outlet stated the article didn't meet their standards, and Melania's legal team reportedly intervened. We'll look at the details of the removed story and Melania Trump's response, all part of the ongoing narrative surrounding the Trump family's public presence. Stick around for all the details and make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these incredible stories. President Trump lands in the UK for a landmark second state visit. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have officially touched down in the United Kingdom, embarking on a highly anticipated second state visit that promises a packed agenda of diplomatic engagements and royal ceremonies. Landing at London's Stansted Airport, the couple was met by key officials, signaling the commencement of a visit designed to underscore the enduring, special relationship between the US and the UK. This historic trip marks the first time a US president has received the honor of two state visits from a British monarch, highlighting a unique diplomatic bond. The itinerary is robust, featuring a blend of official duties and ceremonial events. The Trumps are set to join King Charles III, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Catherine for a grand carriage procession through the Windsor estate, a moment steeped in tradition and pageantry. Security is notably heightened due to planned protests, with authorities anticipating large-scale demonstrations in both Windsor and central London, reflecting the polarizing nature of the visit. Beyond the royal encounters, the visit also aims to forge significant economic ties, with reports of multi-billion-dollar deals in energy and technology, including nuclear power collaboration and AI partnerships, poised for announcement. Corporate leaders from giants like NVIDIA and OpenAI are expected to participate in high-level discussions, underscoring the visit's economic dimensions. A private moment at St. George's Chapel, including a visit to Queen Elizabeth II's tomb and a ceremonial flypast, adds a solemn yet spectacular element to the proceedings, culminating in a state banquet where both President Trump and King Charles are expected to deliver speeches. Public reaction has been mixed, with activists organizing protests under banners like Stop Trump Coalition, citing concerns about racism and the message sent by such a high-profile welcome. Meanwhile, analysts and government officials emphasize the visit's importance for global stability and the renewal of US-UK ties, particularly in light of economic and technological advancements. The inclusion of business leaders signals a strong focus on future trade and innovation. Stay tuned, because the personal dynamics behind this state visit are just as fascinating as the political ones. Next, we're uncovering a surprising nickname Melania Trump reportedly uses for Ivanka, and it's not pretty. Melania Trump's private feelings revealed, Ivanka as thorn inside. As President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump embark on their significant second state visit to the UK, intriguing details are emerging about the First Lady's personal sentiments regarding her stepdaughter, Ivanka Trump. Insiders have revealed that Melania Trump is privately referring to Ivanka as a thorn in her side, and is reportedly pleased with her absence during this high-profile international event. This revelation sheds light on the complex and often strained relationship between the two women, a dynamic that has been a subject of speculation for years. According to reports, Melania Trump is embracing the opportunity to showcase her signature style, described as peak Melania, and intends to participate in individual events, relishing the chance to have the spotlight solely on her. This desire for personal space and recognition contrasts sharply with Ivanka Trump's past role as a key advisor, where she often appeared alongside her father and stepmother. Biographers and former staff members have noted Melania's perceived enormous animosity towards Ivanka, suggesting a constant competition for the president's attention and space within the family's public narrative. A notable instance cited is Melania's firm refusal to allow Ivanka and her husband, Jared Kushner, to arrive with the president and First Lady at a welcome ceremony during the Trump's first state visit to the UK, emphasizing protocol and her own primacy. While Ivanka Trump has maintained a public silence on her relationship with Melania, her recent media appearances have conspicuously omitted any mention of her stepmother, while lavishing praise on her late mother, Ivanka Trump. Following the 2020 election, Ivanka has largely stepped away from political involvement, prioritizing her family life, unlike her brothers Eric and Donald Jr. Her decision to step back from the political arena is seen by some as a strategic move, allowing her to create a distinct public identity separate from her father's administration and the ongoing family dynamics. But the buzz around the Trump visit isn't just about personal relationships. It's also about the high-stakes deals being struck. Get ready for the details on the massive energy and tech agreements President Trump is aiming to secure during his UK trip. Trump's UK state visit, royal pageantry meets protest and power plays. President Donald Trump has officially arrived in the United Kingdom for a state visit that promises a dramatic blend of royal ceremony, significant diplomatic meetings, and planned public demonstrations. Hosted at the invitation of King Charles III and Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the visit aims to reaffirm the deep historical ties between the US and the UK, with officials highlighting the 250-year foundation of their relationship. This marks an unprecedented second state visit for a US president, underscoring a unique diplomatic honor. The agenda is packed with high-profile events, including a royal welcome at Windsor Castle. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will participate in a carriage procession alongside King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Catherine. The day will also feature a state banquet, a military flypast, and a gun salute, showcasing British pageantry. Beyond the ceremonial aspects, the visit carries significant economic weight, with expectations of multi-billion-dollar deals in energy and technology, including a joint agreement to boost nuclear power. President Trump also expressed his intention to refine trade deals, particularly concerning tariffs on British steel, signaling a focus on bilateral economic benefits. A meeting at Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Chequers residence is slated to address these trade matters, alongside discussions on global security, potentially including additional sanctions on Russia. However, the visit is not without controversy. Demonstrations are organized in Windsor and central London by groups like the Stop Trump Coalition, protesting against the visit and raising concerns about racism. Adding to the charged atmosphere, protesters projected images of President Trump alongside Jeffrey Epstein onto Windsor Castle, leading to arrests and highlighting lingering questions about past associations. Despite these challenges, the Trump administration views the visit as a crucial opportunity to strengthen international alliances and promote economic growth. The absence of a visit to Parliament, due to recess, means Trump will largely avoid direct confrontation with political opposition in London. While the political and diplomatic worlds are abuzz, a recent online controversy involving the First Lady has also captured attention. We're breaking down the story behind the Daily Beast's removed article and Melania Trump's response, coming up next. Melania Trump addresses removed Daily Beast article on Epstein connection. First Lady Melania Trump has publicly addressed a controversial article that was recently removed by the Daily Beast, sharing the outlet's statement on her social media platform, X the article, which reportedly linked Melania Trump to Jeffrey Epstein and President Donald Trump, was taken down after the outlet determined it did not meet their editorial standards. This move comes amidst ongoing claims by the Trumps that certain media outlets exhibit bias against them. The Daily Beast issued an editor's note stating that a story titled Melania Trump, very involved in Epstein scandal, author, based on an interview with Michael Wolff, had been removed. The outlet further clarified that a portion of a podcast episode referencing the First Lady was also taken down. Melania Trump's legal team had reportedly sent a letter to the Daily Beast demanding changes to the content, suggesting a proactive effort to manage the narrative surrounding her alleged past connections. This situation highlights the broader tension between the Trump family and media organizations, with the president himself having initiated significant lawsuits against outlets he deems to be fake news. President Trump has frequently voiced his displeasure with media coverage, citing a high percentage of negative stories from networks like ABC and NBC, which he argues are partisan arms of the Democratic Party. He recently announced a substantial $15 billion lawsuit against the New York Times, accusing the newspaper of defamation and acting as a mouthpiece for the Democrats over decades. The New York Times, in response, has called the lawsuit baseless and an attempt to stifle independent reporting, vowing to continue pursuing the facts without intimidation. The First Lady's decision to share the Daily Beast statement and the subsequent legal actions by the Trump family underscore their strategy of directly confronting and refuting narratives they perceive as damaging. And that's a wrap on our top stories for today. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered. That was a packed update, FlickPop fans. We saw President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump land in the UK for a massive state visit packed with royal engagements and high-stakes meetings. We also uncovered the surprising details about Melania Trump's private feelings towards Ivanka, with reports calling her a thorn in her side. We dove deep into the official state visit, covering the meetings with King Charles III and Prime Minister Keir Starmer, alongside the planned protests and potential multi-billion-dollar deals. Finally, we addressed the online stir around Melania Trump sharing the Daily Beast statement on a removed article about her Epstein connection. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to FlickPop for more exclusive updates, and hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for behind-the-scenes content and more news.